In today's society, body image is given such importance, fueled by the media. It worries guys, girls in their teens right through to middle age. The media presents us with unrealistic expectations often of body image that we'll never achieve. Much of what we see has been airbrushed and perfected until it's no longer possible to achieve naturally. We're being set up to fail. It often leads to self-doubt, lack of confidence, and just not feeling good enough. Our obsession with our self-image can often get in the way of self-love, which is critical to our happiness. So many of us want to change our body in some way or dislike what we see in the mirror, even when those around us think we look fine and perhaps even envy the very bits that we're wanting to trade. It's all relative. If we're a size 18, we envy a size 14, and they're probably envying a size 10, and even they are envying somebody else who is smaller, prettier than them. It may also be true that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. What we dislike in ourselves, others can love. Like art or music, we all have different tastes. Some of us prefer brown eyes, others blue eyes, but in reality it's less about the colour of the eyes and more about what they tell us when we look into them. We spend so much time worrying about what others think, about how we look, but in reality no one really bothers. Do you know why? Because they're all too busy looking at themselves, worrying about what everybody else is thinking of them. And this is crazy when we consider that our beauty doesn't lie in what we can see. As people, we have inner beauty. Our bodies are just a container for that, a container for our soul, and this is the bit that matters. It doesn't appear in magazines, it's not vain, it doesn't need plastic surgery, and it will never grow old. It sounds like a cliche, but your beauty is on the inside. But think about it. We've all met people that look good on the outside, and then as soon as they start to speak, we take an instant dislike to them, based on the fact that they're unattractive on the inside, and we see that they're not actually beautiful at all. And you know that body that we obsess over so much, the one we put so much of our time and effort into trying to look beautiful, the workouts, the clothes, the beauty products, the diets, the constant worry that maybe we're too round or not tanned enough, the comparison to others who always seem to be fitter, slimmer, better in some way. Yeah, that body. Well, it's gonna get old, it's gonna change, and it's not always gonna look like this. And for some, this might be the best it ever looks. And this is true of everyone, even the rich and famous, because we all age. No amount of money can change that. But why do we worry? Because after all, it is just our body. It's not our kindness, it's not our love, it's not our courage, it's not our empathy, it's not our intellect, our strength, our creativity, or our wisdom. All the things that make us special and all the things that really make us beautiful. It's purely how we look, and we look different at every stage of our lives. So why is it that we place such importance on something that really isn't that important in the scheme of things? And why do we set ourselves up to fail in such a way by always wanting to be better, to be different, comparing to others and worrying that in some way this defines us as not good enough? Do you know when you look most beautiful? Regardless of whether you've just stepped off the beach or you're dressed to kill. It's when you're comfortable in your own skin, accepting of yourself, at home with who you are. And this is evident whether we're in our jeans and t-shirt or in our Sunday best. Without the haircut, the makeup, the fake tan, or anything else on the surface, it comes from within. And it's a deep, unmistakable beauty. And if this is something you can't quite identify with yet, then stop worrying about all the things that you're not and start celebrating all the things that you are. Because there are people out there that love you, probably for reasons you don't even know. Often they see what we don't, our inner beauty. Yes, we should look after our bodies. It's a measure of self-respect. This means loving what we have, treating it right, feeding it well, and resting it often. After all, it is the container for what is most important and most beautiful about us all. Our soul, our essence, the parts of us that make us the person that we are. And the true you that will be there whether we're 18 or 80.